What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Cabo KJ. Back with another. We got times NBA players went too far. But you know, I'm gonna go ahead and react to this video, man. Drop a comment, drop a like, and drop a finger to press the subscribe button. I think that made sense, but you get the leg, get it, bro. There you go.
One NBA player spit on a little girl, while another
like
kissed a ref on live TV. These are the times NBA players went too far. Back in 2019, Marcus Morris got so angry, he assaulted a player with a basketball mid-NBA game. The Knicks were facing the Wizards, and they were up 57-42. So, having a huge lead like this, you'd think Morris would be chilling, right? Well, a minute into the third, Morris had the ball, and Justin Anderson was all over him. Now, Justin was just defending Morris. The dude was doing nothing wrong, but for some reason, Morris got pissed and decided to play dirty.
As we start this third quarter, and whoa, hey no, Morris and Anderson had been jawing before the quarter started, and now they're going at it.
They're going at it.
It looks more like Morris is going at it.
Yeah. Chris Miller. Okay, so he's looking at the elbow, and now watch him.
I don't know if I should laugh at that. Did that just happen?
Bruh. Morris really woke up today and chose violence. This dude just pulled off the heezy during an NBA game. Then tried to fight as if Justin was somehow in the wrong. And to make matters worse, it was only a preseason game. Morris, bro, I stick up for a lot of players, man, but you went way too far with this one. And the refs thought so too, so they ejected him from the game. You know, Morris just doesn't know how to handle the refs. He needs to take a lesson from Dwight Howard. Dwight was able to get himself out of trouble by making out with a ref. Back in 2017, in a game between the Hornets and the Hawks, Dwight was trying to have a monster game. So he was being aggressive, scoring down low and grabbing almost every rebound. But he was being a little too aggressive. The whistles kept blowing and Dwight racked up foul after foul. Then, in the fourth quarter, he got in serious trouble. Jeremy Lamb pulled up for a three, but missed. Dwight went in for the rebound, and that's when the whistle blew. So, Dwight pulled out the craziest move I've ever seen to get out of trouble.
Jeremy Lamb, long three is no good. And Dwight fouls Dorsey. That's the fifth on Dwight Howard. He's going to come out of the game.
Bro,
did Dwight really just walk up and kiss a dude for calling a foul on him? I'm just so lost right now. Like, you'd think the ref wouldn't want spit on his forehead, right? But I guess he knows it could have been worse. Back in 1991, Charles Barkley did something he still regrets to this day. And it all happened to a little girl. The 76ers were going up against the Nets and acting bold. Dude was literally swearing at Charles Barkley all game long. So late in the fourth quarter, Charles snapped.
And again, Charles will go to the foul line in the background.
But the worst part is, Charles hit the wrong person. Instead of hitting the dude that was yelling at him, he accidentally hit a little girl in the face. And the NBA was not happy. Charles was slammed with a $10,000 fine and a 1-game suspension. And apparently, it was all his high school Spanish teacher's fault.
I mean, you were, you know, trying to spit on like a heckler who...
I actually wasn't trying to spit on anybody, to be honest with you. When I first got to the NBA, I was angry. You know, I was angry at Miss Gomez. Miss Gomez is my high school Spanish teacher. I flunked that. And I didn't get to graduate. I had to go to summer school. So I hated Miss Gomez. And I said, tell to myself, this is the last time I'm ever gonna let anybody control my life. I'm gonna stick it to Miss Gomez. I'm gonna stick it to my dad. I'm gonna stick to my high school. And then I forget when the spit incident happened. It was probably my third or fourth year at the NBA. I remember I got suspended, obviously, and should have. And I remember sitting in a hotel room. And I was like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? What are you so angry about? You know, the next couple of days, I sit down and I said, okay, it wasn't Miss Gomez's fault you flunked Spanish. Let that go. And then my dad, I says, hey, it didn't work between your mom and dad. Okay, that's on you too. And then from that day forward, every time I played basketball, I said, just let people see your talent. You don't have to be mad at anybody else.
I mean, there's just too much to unpack here. This man literally explained that he didn't mean to spit on anyone, and then proceeded to explain why he spit on them. And not only that, it was his high school teacher and dad's fault? What? Charles, bro, you just gotta own up to it, man. You went too far. That's on you. But you wanna know someone that took things even further? Carlos Boozer. And in 2013, he did something so horrible. I'm surprised he's not in jail right now. This came during a game between the Bulls and Mavericks. Boozer was just trying to prove that he could bang with the big boys down low. And when the game was tied up 45-45, with only 3 minutes left in the second quarter, Boozer was feeling himself. And he got hyped after just landing an and one. But that's when he took things way too far.
What he did, bro.
Boozer, strong move in the lane and had enough to get it to go. Fist pumps and almost punched Dan Crawford, who was making the foul call.
Crawford's got a big smile on his face. He's taking that all right.
Hold up. Did he just hit him in the... Jesus Christ, he did. Did no one else see that? I don't know how this ref is still standing. I'd be on the floor crying right now. My poor children. But the craziest part is, Boozer didn't even get in any trouble. I swear, I've seen players get a tech just for laughing. This dude socked a ref in his cherries and just walked away like that? Ridiculous. But what's even crazier is, if you don't drop a like and subscribe to the channel, he's gonna punch you in the nuts. Just like that ref. Yeah, that's right. We hired that hit, and we'll do it to you too. And I know you can't risk that, so what are you doing? But anyways, I'm surprised the cops didn't get involved with this one. That was a close call. But unfortunately for James Harden, the cops did get involved when he went too far. Back in 2018, during the playoffs, the Rockets were facing the Jazz. It was pre-game, and one Utah fan had the perfect seat to create chaos. So that's exactly what he did.
You're still the worst flopper in the NBA.
Now wait, get back to your seat.
I was back
get
here.
Back to your
He just
seat.
hit my phone.
I hit you one thing. I'm saying you want out of here, okay?
I stood right here.
Hey, we don't mind you sharing anything, but when talking to the police,
He just hit my phone.
You walk over here.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm shocked Harden didn't get in any trouble for that. Like, he had a fan right in front of the police. I don't think he would have got the same treatment if he wasn't in Houston. But I don't think the fan was in the right either, so I'm kind of glad he got shit for it. But these next fans, I'm not sure they deserve what Russell Westbrook did to them. I mean, Russ snapped so hard, I don't think they're ever buying tickets to anything again. During Game 4 of the 2016 playoffs between the Thunder and Mavericks, the game was paused as the refs reviewed a hard foul by Kevin Durant. There was less than a minute left in the game, with the Thunder up 11. So, if this foul went the Mavericks' way, it could change everything. With every player anxiously waiting around for a decision to be made, Westbrook snapped at a fan for seemingly no reason.
Trevor, I'm not even talking to you, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Damn, Russ. That was hurtful, man. This dude probably about to cry. Most times Russ has gone at fans, he was in the right for exploding at them. But this time, even the NBA felt he went way too far. So when this clip went viral, they slapped Russ with a $25,000 fine. But at least he's a normal human being and stopped after one fine. I can't say the same for J.R. Smith. What he was caught doing is so horrifyingly terrible. I had to start sleeping with the lights on. Back in 2014, the Knicks were facing the Mavericks, and with 2:08 left in the second quarter, New York was up 48-33. And JR checked into the game while Dirk Nowitzki was at the free throw line. And that's when JR did the unthinkable.
With Tyson Chandler out of the game, there's no reason to set.
Don't tell me he can, bro.
Yeah, and for those just tuning in, he has an upper respiratory.
This dude just untied Sean Marion's shoe in the middle of a game. Who else but JR, man? Can you really be surprised? Well, the NBA didn't care who it was. They hit him up and told him to never do that again. It was dangerous, and someone could have gotten hurt.
True.
And they threatened that if there's a next time, he'd be fined tens of thousands of dollars. So, you'd think JR would listen, right? Well, literally the next game JR played, he saw an opportunity.
Yeah,
he feeling refreshed.
Yeah,
You got your workout clothes on.
didn't care.
You got a great workout.
Your dessert right there.
Well, I should have thought by then.
Dude didn't care.
Dog, I can't believe
Dude,
this is
don't
real
care
life.
about that.
Like,
About what they
JR
talking about,
actually
bro.
woke up that morning and thought, yeah, I'm gonna do that again. And at the end of the clip, Dwight
Just 'cause
actually
they said
tried to
about
get
it.
JR back. You can see him reach over and try to untie JR's shoe. But JR got him with a little slap on the hand, so Dwight couldn't get revenge. These dudes were playing around and clearly thought the NBA didn't care. But they were wrong. Cause the NBA slapped JR with a $50,000 fine for not listening. Just think about that. $50,000 for untying a shoe. But, you know, at least he didn't delay an entire NBA game like Stephen Curry did. And I'm sorry, but this video's about to get gross. Earlier this year, the Warriors were up against the Timberwolves, and they were cruising to an easy win. Then with about 6 minutes left, a timeout was called when Golden State went up, 111-97. And Steph couldn't have been happier heading into that huddle. Now, I'm sure the guys were clowning around and having fun, but when Steph walked back onto the floor, a teammate made him laugh a little too hard.
Steph is supervising the wet spot cleanup.
Get it all. Get the ball boy out there to help.
And to true Warrior form, you had multiple teammates coming to help.
It's just the unselfishness. All hands on deck.
Do you play cards? Any particular game? Do you ever play?
he spit out his,
he did that.
He spit out his, it's his mess. That's why he was overseeing it.
Come on, Steph. How you gonna do him like that? Like, that's just not cool. How you gonna spit all over the place, delay the game for everyone, and then make your own teammate clean it up? Disgusting. But hey, sometimes anything can make a player go over the top, especially when someone pulls out a disrespectful taunt. And almost every player has a taunt up their sleeve. Like, did you know MJ used to drool on the court to piss other players off? Yeah, and that's not even the worst of it. So click on this video right here. These are the most disrespectful taunts in NBA history. So, what are you still doing here? This video's over. Click
I
it.
hope y'all liked the video, man. That's crazy, bro. Out of all these clips, bro, out of all these players, which one was the worst, bro? Or at least which one was the dumbest, bro? The dumbest one for me, bro. 50,000 for untying not even a little piece of shoelace, bro. You gotta be kidding me. That's stupid, man. I just don't understand where y'all go with your hand.